Just so you know, this is silly town.
Hello again. Welcome back to another episode of The Dog and the Frog. How are you doing tonight?
Oh, I'm chaotic. What else is new?
Yeah. Yeah, it's about on par.
I just got back from game night. It was like game day though, because it's
Yeah.
like 9 o'clock my time, but we started at like 3.
Okay.
Have you
That
ever
sounds like
played?
a nice afternoon.
It was. It was. I had just drinking bubbles in the middle of the day, so I had 2 bottles of not 2 bottles, 2 glasses of sparkling rosé, and 1 glass of like a brute. And then everybody else was still drinking, and I was like, nope, I've got a pack. I've got shit I have to do. I cannot drink at this party outside of this, so I was well behaved. I stopped, but I just got back. Have you ever played Quirkle?
I have not. I was wondering what that was. I saw your stories and I was like, I have no idea what the fuck this is, but it looks kind of like dominoes, so like, cool.
It's a similar concept, although I've never played, but everybody else had played before. I guess they like low key kind of made up their own rules the first time, and then like we like started playing by those rules, but then they like also were kind of trying to go back to the real rules, and then we were like, no, we're just going to play by our rules because you get more points. So it was confusing for a little bit.
Yeah.
Also, we like mixed 2 games together, so it took over the whole table, but it was fun.
Nice.
It was a long game though, very long.
I'm a big fan of board games. I think that comes with the territory of being neurodivergent and poly, though. So
Does it? Is that why I love them?
I've never met anybody who does not fall into one or both of those groups that is not a big fan of board games.
Now I know why.
Yeah.
I didn't know I was like this, but now I do.
Well, I mean, shit, you gotta have something to do when the polycule gets together, you know?
That's true. And I don't have the attention span for movies. I'm the kind of person that like things happen. Like I like movies, but I'm not the most fun to watch them with because like something happens and I'll be like, why did that just happen? And like we'll be watching it for the first time together and people will be like, I don't know, can you shut the fuck up? Like I don't know any more than you do. I'm like, I'm so sorry.
That's why I like to watch movies with people who haven't seen them like when I've already seen them, because I like to be the person who's just like, just wait. Just wait. You're gonna find out. Like, this is my favorite part. Like, I actually did that with a couple of my friends recently, and we were having a movie night, and I'm a big horror fan. And so I'm just like, okay, we're going like hardcore French horror, and we watched High Tension. I don't know if you've ever seen that one.
I haven't. It's on my list. But it's on my like don't watch this by yourself list based on what I've read.
Don't watch it by yourself.
Yeah, so that's why I've not watched it yet.
So they were obviously like, you know, it's a horror, it's like, you know, slasher or whatever. So they were sitting there just like, what the fuck, the whole time, and I'm just sitting there just like, it's like obviously I know what's gonna happen, but then I'm just like, fuck, I look evil right now because it's like a fucked up horror movie, and I'm just like giggling because they don't know what's coming. Yeah, no, and then it got to the end, and I was just like, yeah, so how you guys feel about that? And they're like, why the fuck would you make us watch that?
We thought we were friends.
But yeah, I like the twist ending ones. I kind of gave up on the M. Night movies because I was sick of not actually being surprised by his movies. It's really disappointing, you know. But it's also, I think, part of that was the neurodivergent like pattern recognition thing, where it's just like obviously you pick up on like the little some of it's that, some of it's just living with trauma, whatever, you know, you pick up on like the subtleties of things, and it's like, yeah, obviously I knew that was gonna happen. Like, I mean, first time I watched Shutter Island, I pissed off the person I was watching it with because I was just like, oh, this is that, right? And they're literally like, can you just watch the fucking movie? And then it got to the end, and I was like, why didn't you just tell me? And they're like, you fucking ruined it.
Oh, you know what? I didn't guess Shutter Island. I'll tell you what though. I watched not M. Night, but have you ever seen the movie Fracture? It's not a horror movie, and I want to get back to horror in a minute because horror is cooler than this. But I
think I've heard of it, but I'm gonna add it to my list right now really quick, actually.
It's a good movie. It's an Anthony Hopkins movie, like, and all his movies are good. But it's not horror. I guess it's like a psychological thriller. It's Anthony Hopkins and Ryan Gosling, and also it's a great movie for all the people that say Ryan Gosling is not like a real actor, because it's Like some people think he just know him from Barbie, I think, and they're like, he can't do like real movies. I'm like, that's not true.
Grew up with that man. How dare
So it's
you?
Anthony Hopkins and Ryan Gosling, and it's really good, and it's not horror, but it's like a
What a
little creepy.
cast. That's,
It's
I
good.
mean, fucking Hopkins alone, but like both of them, I gotta see that.
Yeah. So it's like one of the only movies in my entire life that I've ever seen in the theater with my dad, and I don't remember why. It was like me and I think my ex-husband and my dad and my stepmother went out for something. And we're like 10 minutes into the movie and Ryan Gosling's a cop in it and my dad is like a retired cop. And like 10 minutes into the movie my dad's like, "Oh, this is what happened." And I'm like, "Can you just shut the fuck up for a minute? Like let's watch the movie." And then the movie's over and he's fucking right. And I'm like, I'm really glad that this didn't technically ruin it for me because I wasn't sure if you were right, but you like ruined the movie in the first 5 minutes.
Yeah.
I can never get movies that fast. Some of them I do, especially horror because I've watched so many, but like,
Yeah. I feel like horror's the
it's,
easiest to do that with.
yeah, like
'Cause
5 minutes. I remember
yeah.
everyone being like, "Oh, just watch Hereditary. It's so horrifying." And I watched it and I'm like, it's creepy, but it's not. And kind of saw where that was
Okay.
going.
It had some points. It's definitely not on my like rewatch list, definitely anytime soon. Purely for that scene where she's like up in the corner on the fucking
No, thank you.
no. That was like the
Not
one
like
scene where just like, I'm not gonna watch this again for a few years at least. Like it was really good. I'm a big fan of the A24 movies in general. Like those honestly hit so hard. But that one I was just like, I can tolerate a lot, but I'm good on that.
A movie that I don't know if I'll ever watch again. I think I might have watched it twice, but one like the first time around, I was like, "Ooh, I don't think I can ever do this again." Was Midsummer. Like that shit was fucking wild, and it's not. I don't know. I don't even know if you call it a horror movie. Like movies like that, I'm like, I don't know what this is, but I'm uncomfortable in a way that I don't think I can stomach ever again. This is
That
it for me.
I actually love rewatching that just
Oh,
for like the subtleties that you can pick up like with each like the more you watch it, the more that you can pick up. And like obviously there's scenes like with the old folks that was a lot. But I think that's really the one scene that really was like, but it was like tolerable, and the rest of it, I was just like each little thing, and like rewatching it like a second and third time, I was just like, oh, missed that last time. I think that makes so much sense though, and like watching it with people who haven't seen it is that's another one that I think is fun because it's like by the end of it, you can tell whether or not they would get caught up in a cult. Or whether they're like safe, because it's like if you really wanted to get the fuck out of there by the end, it's like you're good, you figured it out. But if you're just like, oh no, girl boss, I love that for her. It's like you just joined a cult. Good for you. Like,
oof. I literally actually, this is so, I actually feel sick thinking about that movie. That's so rare for me. Like, I've watched all the Human Centipedes and all the Terrifier movies. Like, that movie just makes me like cringe. And I think I might have watched it twice. I know I watched it once with my ex because he and I like fucked up shit. Like, we would, every Halloween, we would watch all the Saw movies, like, just stay in bed
yeah,
all day and watch them all from start to end. And we were both watching it, and both of us were like, what the fuck is going on? And then it ended, and he looked at me and he's like, "What the fuck just happened? What the fuck did we just do?" And I'm like, I don't know, but I don't feel great.
yeah,
I feel like I need a shower. And
yeah.
that's so rare for me. So I think by my standards, I would then say it's a phenomenal fucking movie. I just don't think I
Oh
can
yeah.
ever do it again.
I definitely think the target was like it's gonna make you feel some type of way, like no matter what. It's just like how is it gonna make you feel? And I think that's one of the Ari Aster ones, right?
I don't know. I'm so bad at
Yes.
that. I don't know who the
Yeah.
directors are. I'm so
He
terrible with film.
he did Hereditary and Midsummer and
Oh, that tracks.
Beau is Afraid. But yes, yeah. He's so fucking good. Um I had to look it up. That's another thing that's really people don't like watching movies with me for is because I will see somebody in something. This actually leads to something that I wanted to talk to you about.
Oh, good. Here we go.
Perfect timing.
Synchronicity.
I am that motherfucker who will sit there and be like, I know them from somewhere, like where, and I'll sit there for like 10 minutes, and if I can't figure it out, like without looking it up, I have the IMDb app purely because I'm that motherfucker, like, and I will be like, oh yeah, I know him from this, and that, and it's usually not the like super common ones because I I love really shitty camp movies because they're fucking good. The artistry is always, it's because it's a shitty movie, you know?
Yeah.
And so like this actually just happened because I've never watched Gilmore Girls before.
Me either.
And I just decided, I'm just like, fuck it, it's on Netflix, whatever. I'll just give it a watch. And not only did I realize by the second episode that in the intro to a lot of Pete and Baz songs, they have this little clipped bit that says it's Rory, and I literally just realized that that's fucking a clip from the show where she's correcting somebody on her fucking name. But one of her teachers is the same actor that was in this. Nobody's gonna fucking know this fucking show. The 10th Kingdom.
No, I don't know that show either.
Super deep cut. It was like a mini series, and I don't even remember what fucking channel it was on or what year it came out. I want to say it was like super early 2000s.
Okay.
But it was very like Snow White fairy tale type shit, but like, you know, with a twist. One of my favorites, like for the longest time. But there was the Big Bad Wolf, and I fucking mad crush on that dude for so long. And so I'm watching Gilmore Girls, and I'm just like, who is that motherfucker? I know him from something. And so I pull up his IMDb after like 3 episodes because I couldn't figure it out. And I'm like scrolling, and I'm like, I don't know any of this shit. Like, what the fuck is all of this? And I get to like the fucking bottom of his filmography shit, and it was just like, oh my god, he's the Big Bad Wolf. Okay. I love him.
Just had a childhood crush.
Definitely not a furry, promise. But yeah, I like to be that guy. I also know a weird amount of like actors' heights. Which is
how tall they are?
Yes.
Hi,
You're not talking to me like that, bud. Go lay down. You just went outside. Go on.
Oh, that's so funny. Yours getting sassy and mine came up for love.
No. Go lay down. Chill out.
Hi, buddy. Dakota bonus for anyone that watches the video.
Oh.
And hi.
Sexy.
You're handsome.
But yeah. But like it's a weird thing. I don't remember how it started, but I think I was talking to somebody and it was just like, he looks really tall. I don't know how tall he is. It's kind of weird. And then it just spiraled into this like years long thing of just like every time I see somebody that's like, that's questionable. And then I'm like, how tall are they? And so now I'm like I know Daniel Radcliffe is shorter than me. I think by 2 inches.
How tall?
I think he's like 5'5" ish, 5'4" maybe.
Oh.
He's not big. No, he just has mad big dick energy. He's a short king, yeah. So is Elijah Wood. But then you got like the Skarsgård clan. Not one of them is like less than fucking 5'11", I think.
Oh yeah, like, where are they from? That country's they're tall there, right?
Like Swedish or something. Yeah, those fucking big dudes.
Yeah, like Eastern European.
Yeah. But also phenomenal actors. The whole fucking family of them. Like I love those motherfuckers. I still haven't seen it though, because that guy. He did that. Like I love Tim Curry and stuff, but that shit set me off the first time I watched the original. So I'm too scared to even dive into the new one because, like, I just recently healed from my fear of clowns. So I still haven't even seen like the Terrifiers or anything like that because I'm worried it's gonna set me back. Like.
That's actually Terrifier's fucked up. That one might fuck you up. I will say, I like the original It way better than the Tim Curry stuff, and that's no shade, but like,
Tim Curry's original.
I'm sorry, not the Tim Curry, the new one. Sorry, I like the original.
Okay,
the new one is just all like, it's fine, it's creepy, it's good, but I don't like all the special effects and all the like over the top shit, and then they cut out little bits of the storyline that you got in the original because the original was like the 6-hour mini series, you know?
Yeah.
Like it doesn't take 6 hours to watch straight through, but the way they played it on TV, I don't know. I think the older one is way creepier. I also read the book, and the older one is a little bit more aligned to the book, except they fucked up the end with that giant weird spider thing that was not how it was written.
Yeah.
It's okay. Like it's creepy, but The original is so much creepier, but I will say Terrifier is creepy and also like super gory, so it hurts to watch.
Yeah. I just get
But
little clips of like people who've like memed him.
Art the Clown, I know he's like
Yeah.
a huge meme. Like if people are terrified of clowns, I feel so bad for them because Art the Clown's everywhere right now.
I can tolerate those little bits of like the memes now because it's like the context is usually funny enough that it's like, oh haha, this silly little creepy guy. But I'm like, I know in the context of the movie there's no way I would be able to handle it. And like I went through like the whole exposure therapy thing to get to where I'm at right now with like my fear of clowns. So like I don't want to set back that healing.
It's so interesting to me that you're scared of clowns because you're so clown core.
Capricorn life.
The the irony.
No, really though, it definitely it suits me. And I honestly I didn't really like lean as heavily into it until I had gotten to where I was at with like being okay with them. 'Cause I think by the time like you met me, I was definitely like, oh, I'm good now. We're good. Like,
Yeah.
you know, I carry one around in my pocket because I got my little, for anybody who watches the video, it's my phone case. It's
Oh
just,
God.
you know, makes my phone bounce. It's fun. Because it's like all silicone.
Never gonna break it.
Yeah, no, I'm not even joking. It just boing boing, like, which makes it more clowny almost. But my piercer really likes clowns, especially like the vintage ones.
Mhm.
So in her
Oh.
studio, she has a lot of like super cool like vintage clown artwork and stuff. So obviously well, not obviously if you're only listening, but if you've seen me, I'm very heavily pierced. So obviously I'm taking a lot of trips to her studio, and I kind of had to get used to it after a certain point. So it was like that's how I healed. So it's like I'm reassociating whatever. I don't even know what happened that led to me not liking them, but I'm good now. We're good.
You know, it's so funny. And people that know me know I have like this massive fear of vomit. Like I
Yeah.
have thrown up maybe 5 times since I was 11 years old, and that's a lot of years. That's over 2 decades. So I think that it came from, God bless you. I think that it came from, obviously, besides the fact that I don't know who likes throwing up and it's gross, but I was like watching horror movies very young, and I will never forget being at my cousin's 5th birthday party and watching Dr. Giggles. Have you ever heard of Dr. Giggles?
I've heard of it.
You will have to like actively go and find this movie. Like you cannot
Yeah.
just watch this movie. But Dr. Giggles is like an escaped mental patient who I don't remember if he used to be a doctor or his brother or somebody. And so he's a serial killer, and when he kills people, he like sort of uses medical procedures. I'm using that very loosely because it's not like he's like actually practicing.
Yeah.
So this one chick, he like breaks into the house. It's like her and her boyfriend, and he pumps her stomach till she dies. And it's like disgusting and horrifying. And it's not that I like logically associate vomiting with dying, but I know that my reaction is more than just, ew, that's gross. And it's not, oh, you threw up, I'm going to throw up. Like, I will have panic attacks if people throw up around me. And I'm like, it has to somehow be related to this. And I'm not even a little bit interested in exposure therapy. Like, I will
Oh no,
die and emit a
no.
phobe. Like, that's
Yeah.
it. I'm
No,
done.
that's
This is
totally
the thing for life.
that's fair. I feel like that's probably even as irrational as it may seem to have that fear or to some people, like that one makes sense to me. Like even on that level, like no, then gross.
That's like, I can't say when I'm like doom scrolling TikTok and I accidentally land on like a Sprite challenge video because I have to toss my phone across the room because you never know how they're going to end.
I'm
And so,
always on edge with those, and I'm like, please don't throw up. Like I love watching the burps because
no, I just want them gone because I don't trust any of them. And then like, I went through a period where I would try to scroll the comments because some of them were funny, and then I would find that like the comments didn't warn me, and I'm like, nope, I'm done. I'm never watching these again. So when they come up, I'm just like, nope, bye. Smash my phone,
not
get it up.
interested, not interested.
Hide this content. Why do people think this is funny? The comments will be like, funniest thing I ever saw, and I'm like, that's not true. There's so much that is funnier than this. This is not it. Like,
No.
why? Anybody that's listening, I have like real questions. I don't know. Leave a comment somewhere. Why is vomit funny? Why would that ever be funny? Even if you're not afraid of it, why would that ever be funny? I
Yeah,
don't understand.
no. I can do the burps. That I don't know why that's funny. I just get a good giggle from it. But I also do that when I burp. I think it makes me giggle. But like the
I mean, like that's like
vomiting, no.
no, that's
Especially
like
if it's
fart humor. You know what
carbonated,
I mean? Like
like
farts are funny, but vomit's not funny. Like, and if you shit your
no.
pants, it's not really that funny either.
No.
So why is that funny?
Please don't.
I don't know. It's weird. I don't know how we got here, but I do have like serious questions for people that find vomit funny. I have so many questions. I
Yeah.
don't know why it would ever be funny.
Oh.
No,
Yeah, I'm good on that.
I don't know. Hereditary is another good weird horror movie. Have you seen that? Did we talk about Hereditary?
Yes, we did.
Not
We did.
Hereditary. I'm sorry. I meant to say Malignant. Sorry.
I don't think I've seen that one.
Oh, it's weird. Watch that. It's a
Okay.
weird one. It's
Yeah.
like not the best, but it's weird. I don't know why I'm
Okay.
playing with this USB drive. Just fidgeting.
A little fidget toy. Yeah. Yeah, I'll have to add that to my list also. I still need to. I forgot. I was like, I have a whole list of stuff that I need to pirate because it just doesn't exist anywhere on the internet anymore.
Oh.
Streaming services are ruining my life. Also, a good chunk of my favorite movies from childhood being lost on the VHSs that I burned out is also ruining my life. But you know, it is what it is.
And that Chipmunk Adventure. When you find that, I need to be the first person you've done that to.
Yes. I gotta get a VPN or something first.
I think you can. What are you doing over there? Did you hear that? He just made a crazy sound. I don't know actually. I was gonna say I think you can get it. Well, you don't want to watch it on your phone though. VPN is right on your phone, but I want to
Yeah.
watch it. I want to know where you find it.
I wish I would. I had made a friend that was actually we had. I don't remember what his name was, and now I feel bad.
Not a good friend.
Well, we met on Field.
Oh, all right.
And it was very chill, and like it started off mildly flirty, but then we like switched and ended up just like talking for like 2 weeks, and it was just like a very very bro vibes. And he worked in IT in some degree, or like I think it was like an engineer type level, so he knew like all the shit. And he actually found me one of the movies that I haven't watched since I was like really young. That I have never been able to find it anywhere. It took this man like 15 minutes. And
I'm gonna sneeze while you're talking, but keep going. Sorry, because you can see no one else can see my face right now, but you can, and eventually someone might be able to. So that's what's happening as you're talking. But what movie was
it? The Thief and the Cobbler. It's very like Aladdin vibes. But it was honestly, I probably still have the VHS. It just doesn't function anymore because I burned it out. But it was just I don't know. I've never been able to find it anywhere. You can find like little bits and pieces of it on YouTube, but like there's not like a whole film anywhere. And even just like regular download sites, it's nowhere to be seen. But yeah, it took the man like 15 minutes and found it. And then he sent me a link, and he's just like, so don't click the link until you get like a good VPN set up. And I'm just like, that's suspicious. But thank you. I'm forever grateful. But we I don't know, we had this like little running joke for the time that we were throwing it out where it was like we were like mortal enemies. Because he told me he was like a Leo, but then he sent me the rest of his birth chart stuff, and I did it, and I was just like, oh, you have like that's literally like the only placement you have that's not Earth. So it's fine, we can be friends. But that also makes sense of why he was so like on that shit. So I'm just like, yeah, that tracks, whatever.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
I know you don't like the Pisces Venus, but you don't like fire signs? You don't go fire sign vibes? That can't be true, because look at me.
Particularly with Leos, just something about Leo suns and me just don't click. Like it'll seem good for like a short while, and then something happens, and it's like, oh yeah, no, this was not meant to. This was never gonna work out. Like I know I mentioned last time we recorded that the friend that I had for a while, that was a very toxic kind of gross cycle of bullshit. They I had a couple Leo placements. And yeah, it just I don't know, something about it. And it's like it's fine. Like I can do well with like the fire moons and stuff because I got the air moon going on, and so like that just fucking like let's fucking go. But yeah, something I don't know. But like Aries women are cool. Aries men, not so much. Kind of don't vibe there. I think my ex-husband can attest to that.
April
But my
Aries or March Aries though, because that's different.
March.
Yeah, I don't know. April
But
Aries is
my mom is also an April Aries though. So
yeah, April
there's
Aries
that.
is where it's at.
But to be fair, we also did have our beef, but I think that's just a parent-child kind of relationship to some point.
That happens too. That's fair too.
But yeah, I don't know. I think it's
Sorry, hold on. Let me take care of that.
okay.
I don't even know what set them off. It was like 2 loud barks and we were done.
All right.
Oh, Leo suns are listen. Leo suns are so good in bed though. My top 2s are Leo suns. So I'll always have.
Give me the Venus and the Mars though. I want to know what's going on there.
I don't know. You know what? I never asked either of them because I was like not really dating either of them, so I didn't care. But I never asked either of them.
Oh, I always care.
Yeah.
Actually, I almost I almost had a breakdown last night. And I think it's just because of like something's going on hormonally because this is totally not normal. But I have this like the app that I regularly use to like do people's charts in. And I went to open it last night for some little pre-bedtime light reading as I do. And I had like 20 some charts saved of like different people. And I went to go open it and it was just like, please log in. It erased my account and all of the charts that I had saved. And so I was like, I'm gonna freak out.
Oh, that's frustrating.
Because I love just like reading about people. So like anytime somebody will give me their information, I'm just like, yes, another for my collection.
I will ask people if they give it to me, and they're like, "You're one of those." I'm like, "Yeah." So like, just know if you give it to me, I'm gonna dig into your psyche. Like,
Yeah,
I'm not asking for fun. I'm gonna fucking read about you. Like, full stop.
it's just
No,
it's
I never
fun.
asked them though. Never asked them.
Yeah, I feel like I'm gonna start doing that more. Just because of the last situation that I had with the whole Pisces Venus thing, I can't go through that again. You know.
I want to check off a Pisces Venus so bad. I really do.
What's your Venus again?
Aries.
Okay.
I just want to
See,
eat them alive.
yeah, no, I'm like, that's so weird because it's like,
I just want to eat you alive. Sorry. No, that's not true. I think that it would soften me. It would either soften me or traumatize them. I'm not sure, but we're gonna find out one day.
best of luck to you both.
May the odds be ever in our favor. It'll all be consensual. I will
Yeah.
warn them. I will warn them.
See, that's what I thought I was doing. I tried, but then I came down to it and I was just like, I respect what you do and I appreciate your time. It's not for me. You can't promise throat grabs and just give me hand holding. I'm sorry. You can't do it.
Where's your example, the hand holding? I don't hate the hand holding.
No, okay, I don't hate
it.
listen, I don't hate the hand holding if that's like what I'm expecting, but it was like Mans was talking a big game, you know? And I was like, all right, let's go. Yeah, it's gonna be great. We're gonna have so much fun. And then it was just like, oh, why are you holding my hand?
We didn't.
This
This
is
was
not what
part
I
of the
signed up for.
negotiation.
Yeah, no,
we didn't negotiate this.
This is how I'm here. So yes, I've sworn off. Well, okay, specifically the combination of Pisces Sun and Pisces Venus together.
I want to fuck with that. Dude, that's what I want to fuck with that. Give me like an Earth or Air Moon. Like, come in real soft. I just want to see how it goes. Because I'm either, my charts are like kind of fucked up because my birth time is like I'm not certain. I'm either Aries, Taurus, Aries, or Aries, Aries, Aries. And like really either one goes because I have a Taurus Mars, which is like either way I have a Taurus Mars. Literally the only thing that changes in my charts is my sun and moon.
Yeah.
Like, so we already know I'm an Aries sun, but like, I don't know, that moon just flips, but I think it could go either way. So like, just give me something soft. Let's see how it goes. Let's see what happens.
It's funny seeing you have like the soft baby Earth sign for your Mars, and then mine's like the rigid listen here,
Yours is
motherfucker.
terrifying. Yours is terrifying to me.
Because I have a Virgo Mars. So the Virgo Mars and the Sagittarius Venus is so much fun. On top of like, you know, all the crazy fucking
Capricorn?
Saturn shit. Yeah. Love
Daddy
that.
Saturn.
But yeah, I think the Sagittarius is like the only fire in like my whole chart.
Oh my god, almost my whole chart is fire. Because there's Sag in there. There's a little bit of Taurus. I think I have like a Gemini. I have a Gemini and a Scorpio in there somewhere. But it's like my entire chart is almost all fire.
Yeah.
Shocking.
It's such a fun, interesting balance though. Especially when it's like so close to being on the earth side of it, but it's just like not quite.
Dude, I'm like
Like a little spicy.
hours away.
What the fuck are you doing over there, Lucifer?
Oh, I'm like, who are you talking to? I don't know.
My cat's just fucking shit up. It's fine. They just do what they do. It's just literally just sitting on top of something, just throwing shit off of it. That's
good for him. Good for him. I don't want to pack at all. What is this? Oh, I just took this off the camera. My brand new computer and my camera.
I'm so excited for you though. I know the packing part sucks, but well, for you at least. But
I am. I'm so fucking excited. And I went where I went for game night. My friend is British, and I did not request this because I did not want to eat these. But we had a jacket potato party because our friend Erin wanted them. So I didn't do the butter because I don't like the butter and the cheese together, and I didn't do the full on just beans, but I did compromise on a chili with beans because usually I don't like beans at all.
Okay.
And the cheese and whatever. And then she was like, "Do you want tuna mayo?" And I'm like, "What?" And she's like, "Tuna mayo." And I'm like, "Are you saying tuna salad? Like, do you mean tuna salad?" She's like, "Tuna and mayo." And I'm like, "And nothing else? That's it?" And she's like, "Yeah." And I'm like, "My God, you don't even season your tuna salad." Literally just tuna and mayo on the potato. And I'm like, "No, I love you so much, but I absolutely do not fucking want that."
I don't get the tuna thing. I don't.
On the potato, absolutely not. Also,
No.
tuna salad is literally, I don't know what I'm doing. Hold on. Literally the only thing on earth that I will consume that has mayo in it. Very, very, like, just randomly, I'll want like a tuna sandwich.
Yeah.
But it has to have like very little mayo in it, and you can't put extra mayo on the bread. And I can't think about the fact that there's mayo. But it has to have like carrots and celery and onion and seasoning. Yeah. I could never just have tuna and mayo together and then put it on a potato and make it hot, and I'd rather disappear off the face of the earth into a pile of ash.
That's fair.
Her husband loved it though.
Yeah.
He was the only one.
I've my TikTok recently it's still feeding me like your trip to London stuff. Because it's been happening incessantly because after my tooth extraction, I spent 2 solid days just in bed, just doom scrolling because I literally couldn't move or do anything because I was in so much pain. Mm-hmm. So it was just like, okay, we're gonna give you a bunch of content that's like totally relevant, and somehow I ended up on jacket potatoes.
They were talking about this guy that's like jacket
bros.
I don't know. How does it start? Something about how it starts.
I
don't know. If you told what's their thing? Like, what's his thing?
It's like a food truck, but he's just
that's it. Is the first one free?
Yes, the first person in line that day is free. Yes. Oh my God, I'm obsessed. I'm literally contemplating taking a train up to fucking Liverpool while I'm there just to go get a fucking potato from this guy because I'm like, I need it. I'm obsessed. Like, it's literally just a fucking baked potato, but the beans look so good, and like, I would try it with like the garlic butter, the cheese, the beans, and the coleslaw. I want the tram sauce and the crispy onions too. Yeah.
I have to find him after this. They were talking about him though, like that's who they were talking about. And I was like, I do not know this potato man on TikTok because like my TikTok delivers like 3 things. Yeah. And that's it. And I don't go like, and I just open my algorithm to watch those 3 things and then I just close it. I'm like, well, it's never going to change because I'm never watching anything new. Oh, do you like spicy? You do, right?
Oh yeah.
Oh, when you're in London, if you go near Shoreditch, I have to tell you where to get those momo that I was eating like a motherfucker because they're so good.
Wait, what's in those?
They're dumplings. You can get anything. So I was eating the beef over and over, but I also had the chicken, and then they can do veggie. They can
Okay.
do, I don't remember if you eat seafood, but they can do veggie.
Just
Uh,
veggie. Yeah.
yeah, they do veggie, and then there's no meat or
Okay.
anything in the sauces. Like it's like chili oil and like some kind of, I think some kind of curry and like crispy onions and pickled onions, and then also you can get fresh onions, a lot of onions if you want them all. But it's like the sauce that is the thing. It's not even
Yeah.
the filling is just like something else. So good.
It's just a vessel for the sauce. It's
Yeah, it's just a way to put the sauce
yeah.
in your mouth.
Yeah.
They do have veggie though. I
Okay.
didn't eat the veggie, but I ate the chicken and the beef, and then I
Okay.
just fell in love with the beef, and I ate them every day for I
Well,
don't
you
know.
send me that. I'm gonna send you the spud roast TikToks. 'Cause they're really entertaining. Um, I want to try they have like a game where it's like you try to balance a nickel on top of like a lemon in a
I thought you
glass
were
of
gonna say on
water
top
or
of a
something.
potato, and I'm like, what? I don't want to put a
I don't
nickel.
understand the game, honestly. I know that there's got to be a trick to it, honestly. That I'm
What
gonna
do you win?
figure it out, but
Do you win
I
something?
I don't know.
A potato. You
Maybe
have to win.
maybe maybe
I
I
still
don't
have to
know.
sneeze. It's stuck. It's gonna come like in the middle of a sentence, just so you know.
That's one of the fun things about having a septum piercing is you just wait. If you need to sneeze, you just like wiggle it enough, and it'll make you sneeze.
I feel that way about my nostril. Like I know it's not supposed to be that way, but my nose is because of my allergies. Like
Yeah.
I can't even blow my nose because I will just go into a sneezing fit, which
Oh
is why I'm
no.
always sniffing. Um, but like it's just the sneeze just gets stuck and then it just is in there. What are you doing? You're wrestling. Then it's just like in there and it will just come out in the middle of a sentence. But yeah, I need a pack. I don't want to though. I just don't feel like. Oh, well, look, I'm gonna do this while we're on. I need to take my passport out of this drawer because it was not on my packing list. That would have been shitty.
Yeah.
That would have been real shitty. It's here. We're going. We're good.
Hell yeah. Of all the things to not forget, that's everything else you can buy somewhere else, but that don't forget
Correct.
that.
Correct. Maybe when we get back, maybe next time we record, I'll start talking about my crazy new idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, a couple things have happened the last week that could um that could result in me being able to and choosing to like drastically accelerate my move.
I did see your message earlier about the little estimate thing you got, so that's exciting.
Yes, I'm not ready to get into that on this one, but maybe by the
Yeah.
next one I will.
Okay.
I'm going to like digest and noodle on that when I'm there, and then one of my friends there is because of what he does during the day, like pretty well versed in cost of living. And he was like, if you have any questions, and I was like, fuck you, you're gonna hate me because I have a million now,
All
and
the questions.
I could buy you a coffee or a mocktail, or I could send you an email, but now I'm gonna ask you 400 questions about all the places I want to live and like
Yeah.
cost of living so I can add them to my spreadsheets.
I'm super excited to talk about this.
Yes, it's gonna be fun.
Because I think that's still on our list of things to talk about too. I know last time we touched on like the visas and all that shit, but
Yeah, I don't think we really got into it. So that's
yeah.
kind of the back of my mind is like I have some stuff I absolutely need to decompress from, and so this is perfect timing.
Yeah.
And then now it's kind of interesting to go back over there knowing that like if I can orchestrate the plan well, like financially and timing wise, like I could literally be there before December if I wanted to. I don't know. That feels kind of anxiety inducing, but like I could. And so knowing that that's a reality, I'm like, well, now I need to like think about this trip that way too. Like,
Yeah.
does that make sense?
Oh yeah, no, that's kind of why I accelerated my trip also. Instead of doing it next year. So I'm just, you know what? We're gonna go figure out the vibes. Because fuck it, why not? So that's part of why I'm not planning like a lot of stuff to do while I'm over there. Because I'm just like, I kind of want to just vibe it out. But yeah, we can come back to that when you come back. I want to hear all about your travels and stuff. It's gonna be so exciting. I'm living
so,
vicariously through you for the next month, so it's
I love that. Well, only 2 weeks, sadly. I was trying to extend it, but I can't right now. But
well,
thing,
I get to hear about it while you're gone, and then I also get to hear about it when I come back, and so that's gonna
yeah,
hold me over for like the next month until I get to fuck off. So
I know. And then you fuck off and tell me about yours, and then Fingers is dangling like this 4-day thing
yeah,
in Wales in October, and I'm like, you really need to go fuck yourself because like I really don't need anything more than a backpack and enough money to feed myself for 4 days. The Airbnb um that I think they're gonna book is like super fucking cheap. It's literally like the flight, and I'm like, I could totally be there for 4 days. Like it's like 2 extra shifts at the bar at this point. It's not gonna make or break
yeah.
any of the rest of my plans. So I'm not sorry. I don't know, but it was so fun. I woke up August 1st. Was that 3 days ago, 4 days ago, whatever? And I like open up my Instagram messages and I have a message from a friend that I made over there, and he's like, it's August 1st. Are you in Cardiff yet? Or it's August. Are you in Cardiff yet? And I'm like, no, I'll be there soon. And I'm like so excited that you're excited for me to come back. Like,
That's
we're
awesome.
excited to hang out. And I'm like, I love this. They love
I don't.
Americans. Well, I don't know. I don't want to say they all do because some of them might hate us.
I mean, understandable, but
The people that I met are like, we love Americans. And I'm like, I don't know why, but I'm going to ride this out. Hello again.
I mean, they only met people that are like you, which makes it easier to think they love America.
Maybe. Also, like, I don't know. Part of it's probably just because they're so fucking nice. Like, no one's going to be rude to
Yeah.
them. If they are, I'll fight them. I swear to God. Let me find someone. Actually, I did find someone on the train being rude, but I didn't fight her. She was old. She was old and American, and she had a dog, and she was embarrassing herself enough. So
Yeah,
she
you
didn't.
gotta
She
let
didn't
that
need
take care of
me.
itself. Yeah,
Yeah, no.
that's something that makes me a little bit nervous though, because like I've never. I know we kind of talked about how I've never really traveled by myself before, but like I'd love to meet people and like make connections while I'm there, but I also don't know how to do that because I'm super fucking awkward. Like if
Look
I
at
have a
me.
couple drinks, then I'll pretty much talk to anybody. But like if I'm just like chilling, like that's part of why I'm excited about the shows is because I'm like I can drink. I whoa.
Sorry. Oh my God, they're going to blow out everybody's eardrums. I'm so sorry. They're
No,
so fucking loud. It's incredible. Good luck with
ugh,
those levels.
yeah. Oh, I'm fucking. Well, it'll balance itself out. All right. Um, but I'm hoping
Meeting
that I
people at
can
the show.
maybe yeah. But that also makes me nervous for other reasons. But yeah,
Are you done? Sorry, you're probably just listening to him have zoomies in the background.
yeah, I can just
Are you done? Are you all set? Can you not do that anymore? No, it'll be fine. It was weird. It was super weird to be because I didn't get this when I was in Italy or like any other country. It was really weird to be on the other side of like you open your mouth and people are like, "Ooh, your accent. Say something else." And I'm like, No. It's annoying. Why do you want me to say something else?" She's like, "No, it's so cool." And I'm like, it's awful. It sounds annoying. Especially since I've picked up so much Long Island and Long Island's like super whiny. Um but I don't know, everybody I met, luckily enough, was like not did not see me as like an obnoxious American, which is what I was expected to be seen as, or what I expected to be seen as. Um, so I don't know. We'll see. I did meet a couple dudes in a blues bar that I didn't enjoy. Like I was at the bar just like having a margarita and listening.
yeah.
And they came over and they were talking to me and they were nice enough. But the one guy was like, "Come sit with us so you're not lonely." And I was like, "Those are two different things. Like I will come sit with you guys, but also I am not lonely. I'm okay to
Yeah.
hang." And
Like
so they ended up
being alone does not equate to being lonely.
No, and then I ended up sitting at their table, and I don't remember the name of the band that was performing, but it was like just like a blues kitchen kind of place. Um, and they were good, and I'm sitting there, and then they were like, "Do you want to go somewhere else? This music is like pretty sad." And I'm like, "This is a fucking blues bar, bro. What did you come
Did you?
here for?" Like, I know what I signed up for. Why don't you?
Yeah.
So then they left, and I stayed. So I was like, "You guys are annoying. You thought that the three of you were gonna like I don't even know if they thought all three of them were going to try to pick me up and someone was going to succeed. I'm like, but you don't even know what you came to this place to do. It's a blues bar. I came here because I wanted to hear blues on my last night.
Yeah.
But everybody else was super nice. You'll be fine.
Yeah. I think it'll be fun. And I think I despise being an American enough that will balance out being seen as an annoying American.
It's
Like I don't like them either. It's fine. I think that I don't have a very interesting accent because I'm from the Midwest and it's like literally I don't know. It's I think it'd be cooler if I was from like the South or, like one of the coasts or something where like you can tell people are from there. But I'm from the fucking Midwest. We don't have accents. It's just
You do. I don't know if people outside of America would tell the difference, but it's so funny because I met a girl. The way that I like meet people from the US and other countries is weird. Actually, I met her initially in California at a show. She was from Texas. And then when I was in London, I like opened up my Snapchat and she was in London and I was like, "Are you fucking in London?" And she was like, "Are you fucking in London?" So we met up. She's
Yeah.
originally from Texas. So we're like at a bar and she says something to the bartender and she was like, "Yeah, so where are you from, sugar?" And he's like, "Say it again." So she's like at the very southern, like the sugar. And so we walk away. I'm like, "You get that a lot, huh?" She's like, "Yeah, they love it here. I do it on purpose now." Bitch, like what?
Work it if you got it.
She does, but she does. She has like a really cute, and it's not all the time. Like you could definitely hear her turn it on, but it's really cute when she says that. So she was literally using it at every bar.
Yeah.
Like, my God. But people would be like, "Why do you want to move here?" And I'm like, "Because I'm a female and I live in America. It's not great right now. It's not the best time."
Yeah. Unfortunately.
Also, and like we'll get on to this when we talk about moving in general. But like, I'm not interested in the American dream. So like,
Yeah, I don't know what that is anymore. I think the American dream is just go somewhere else.
it's the
That's where we're at now.
it's the picket fence life, and I'm like, well, I don't want the kids. I don't want a picket fence. I don't even want to fix. I learned how to fix my own toilet this week, but like, I don't want to do that shit. Like, I don't want a freestanding house. And I was with my last two exes. They were talking about buying houses. I'm like, I don't want to do that. I'll buy this condo, but like,
So much
I
maintenance.
don't want a lawn to fight about you mowing. Absolutely not.
No, when I tell you, I got back from when I got back from Colorado, there was somebody had left a note on my door. It was literally just like they tore a scrap piece of paper off some shit that was in their car, and wrote me a little note, and they're just like, "Hey, my name's Paul. Give me a call. You want me to mow your lawn?" I was like, "I don't want to do that shit."
Yep.
Um, well, I got a big ass yard, and it honestly it sucks, and I didn't want to deal with trying to figure out why the lawnmower was filled with water instead of gas. Um,
Good.
don't know what happened. It's fine. So literally every couple of weeks or so since I got back from Colorado, Paul just comes by and mows my whole lawn and like does all that shit. And I'm just like, this is the best. Because dealing with the inside is enough. Because like I mean, I got a pretty sizable house, but it's too much. I sat down and I made a list today of like all the actual like projects that I need to do before it's in a condition that I could like rent it out or like sell it or anything like that. And it's such a long list. It's like I didn't realize it till I was done typing it, and then I like looked back and I was like, Jesus fucking Christ! Like there's like 7 projects per room, and yeah,
No.
at least most of it's cosmetic, so like that part I can handle. It's like patching drywall and like painting and shit like that, which like I can do that. I grew up with a contractor for a dad. Like I know how to do all that shit. But there's also some stuff I gotta hang insulation and I gotta fix like
No.
redo floors and like that. I'm just like, I don't want to do that.
No.
But
I
it
did
is
the
what it is.
toilet. That's what I did. Fill valve. I thought I was going to have to replace the flush valve. I'm really glad I didn't because after I watched the video, I was like, I don't want to take this tank apart.
Yeah.
I was like, let me just like do the seal first and see. And it was the seal. So now I have a flush valve. Should it go while I'm away, I can call, my repair guy and be like, the part's there. Can you go change it for my dog sitter? But I think it's been a couple days. Everything's been fine. So you're going to hang out with Callie for a couple weeks. How do you feel about that? I wish you could see him, but I'm not going to turn this because then you'll see my messy bookshelves, which Sam is going to help me organize. I'm going to send her. I was like, listen, I have a super weird and annoying project to ask for help with, and you can absolutely say no because me asking you for this help is going to sound like I'm fucking lazy. But the reality is, it's one of those projects that, like, I will start and it won't get done for months because 4 minutes into it, I will get distracted. And she's like, I'm interested. What is it? And I was like, I would like to send you pictures of my bookshelves, and I would like you to put the books on a spreadsheet for me so I can catalog them so I can start thinking about like which ones I want to donate, which ones I want to keep, or whatever. And I was like, and I can obviously do this myself. Like I can bring this laptop over to these bookshelves and do it. But I will type 4 books down and then something will be shiny. I will see a shiny thing
Yeah.
and then we'll never go back. And she's like, no, I can do it. Just send it to me. And I'm like, thank you so much because I realize how ridiculous it is to ask for help with this. But I just know it won't get done.
Should, especially if you can get easily distracted. I do the same fucking thing. I'll be like, I'm gonna organize, the top of my dresser or whatever, like these drawers or whatever. Next thing I know, I find something in the drawer, and suddenly 4 hours are gone because I found a notebook that I haven't seen in 3 years, and I was like, oh, what's in here? Like, I get it. It's fucking overwhelming sometimes. Like, even just sitting down and like naming and dating all my books, that took way longer than it should have. And I don't even have that many books right now, but
I have way less than I've ever had, but like I still have a lot, and I'm looking, and I love them all. But like, the reality is, how often do I pick them up and read them again? And like, I'm not going to take them with me. But like, before I went to game night, I took my thing. I haven't been to the beach all fucking year, which is so weird for me. But I took down my like box that has all my bathing suits, and I was like, I just need to figure out which 3 I will feel good on because I'm not in bathing suit shape right now, but which 3 will feel good in for this trip. I took them down. Before I even touched one, I saw a centipede on the wall, so I had to handle that. And then I just left my house for game night, and I just remembered as I'm telling the story that they're all still all over my bed, waiting for me to pick 2 or 3 to bring with me. But I saw, to be fair, that centipede needed to be handled. But
yeah, nope, absolutely understand.
but that's what it was. I was in the middle of doing something, and I was like, nope, fuck, gotta do that. And then I just never went back to it, and that is my entire life. Thanks. Shout out to, I can't say PP. Shout out to Sam because she's gonna help me. I did say PP though. I hate it. I hate it. I can't. It's
I love
child's
it
word.
so much.
It's a child's word, and anything that makes me feel like I'm talking to a child makes me uncomfortable because I feel ill-equipped to talk to children.
That made me so happy the other night when I opened that box and like the note that was written by the Etsy seller said PP on it. I was like, the fact that she told someone else to like, I love that so much. It makes me so happy. And like that's the funniest thing. I'll be like talking to my mom or something. I'm just like, oh yeah, PP and fingers, and it doesn't.
What?
She's just like, okay, you're adults. It's fine.
This is normal. It's fine. Everything's fine. Fingers isn't even weird anymore, though.
No, it's so normal. But that's what I'm saying, like both of them are so normal. Literally,
it is normal to hear you guys say PP. I can't do it. When you guys say it, it's normal. I've said it 3 times today, and that's all I will say till I die. I'm done now till I'm dead. I'm all set. That's my quota. So
I think it's funnier though because that's not something I've ever said to my kids. Like I've never phrased it. Like it's just like, oh, you gotta go pee, okay. Like it's never been pee.
No, I won't even say it to my dogs. So my mom definitely said it to us, and then that's definitely what we called a penis when I was younger. But I don't even say it to my dogs. Like if my dogs have to go, I'll be like, hey, you gotta go peeps. Like I won't even say it to my dogs. No, I didn't mean it right now. You already went. Stop it. Like what? You're so handsome though.
And Quasi's like sitting under my desk eyeballing me.
Who?
Quasi.
Oh, the cat.
Oh, nope, he just heard me say his name. I have too many animals. I don't know. I'm going to have to introduce Angus one of these times, my old man.
How many do you have? I forget.
I have 3 cats and then my dog.
I said 4. Yeah. I don't know. I can barely keep up with these 2. They're finally like being normal. She's 6 and he'll be 6 in November, and they're finally like calming down. And I'm like, oh, it's fine. Calm down, because then I'm going to shove you on a plane and ruin your whole life. Confuse the fuck out of you. So
that'll be fine.
I know they will.
I'm sure they'll adjust wonderfully.
It'd be nice if we got there and they were just like, "Oh, we like it better here. Now we're going to be normal." But I know that's not going to play out that way. We suddenly don't have anxiety anymore. All three of us are cured. No,
I wish it fucking worked like that.
I know it won't, but it'll be fine. Do you want to come? Come here. You're staring at me. Just come sit by me. You're allowed. Come here. Come on. He's so cute. I can't stand him. I made a packing list. I never do that.
Oh,
Hopefully that helps.
yeah. Well, on that note, you need to go pack.
I guess. I really don't want to. I have so much else I have to do. I'm like, should I just clean tonight and pack tomorrow?
What time are you leaving?
I have to. My flight's not till 7, but I have to take a train to JFK tomorrow, so I need to be on the train by 3.
That's not that bad.
I have one errand that I have to leave the house for because I like for my dog sitter to have multiple clean comforters. So I have to pick up the comforters from the laundry because they're too big for my machine.
So why not
here.
pack tonight and then do like the bed change tomorrow, so it's like super fresh, right?
Well, I'm gonna do that. I also have to put the dishes in the dishwasher, which I guess I could also do tomorrow because I always leave like everything clean for her, but I don't think she eats here. Like I really feel like she eats at her own house and then just comes here to hang out with them.
Yeah.
So I have to do that. I always clean the bathroom. I'm gonna sweep. I don't know if I'm gonna mop this time because it's a short visit. And then I like to get her. I don't love the like plug-in things because they're not good for you. But Harley always smells bad even when she's clean. So when Callie's here, I plug them in so that everything doesn't smell like dog.
That's
So
fair.
I have to leave my house for 2 things. So maybe I will pack tonight and then do those other things tomorrow because I think I could do them in like an hour or 2.
So then it's done.
Yes. Yes, but I've had my jacket potato and my first 3 vacation drinks. And as soon as I get to the airport, it's like full holiday mode. I'm just going to get a glass of wine and I'm done.
Hell yeah.
That's it. I even opened up a separate checking account so that I could budget this better. Like, it's budgeted, but then I want to really be able to track what I spend. So I opened a separate account and I put all the trip money in there and done.
I did the same thing. I didn't open a different account, but I decided I'm using my Cash App for it, so all my spending money is getting transferred to Cash App once I'm leaving, because then I also won't get charged the fucking international fees for using.
They don't? I should have just fucking done that. I didn't know that. I was trying to get one of those cards. They're all on the fucking waiting list, and I was like, I forget it. I'll just get a different debit card for this one and figure it out later.
Yeah.
I don't
No,
have a Cash
my
App
bank
card.
was fucking. I don't remember what it was, but for a I think I spent like $18 on a ticket for a show, and they added, I think it was like 25 cents just for that, for like the international fee. So I'm like, I don't want to see what happens if I spend more, so we're just gonna, yeah. And I didn't want to be carrying that much cash, so I'm just like, fuck it, we'll just do a card.
No, mine's not that bad. Also, over there, it's really hard to find places that take cash anyway, so you're better off with the card.
I think the only cash I'm taking is like just in case I'm getting a tattoo.
I was gonna say, I think the only place I
So.
successfully used cash was when I got tattooed, which
Hey,
we know will
bro.
happen. But
Hey, bro, can you get? Lucifer's trying to. Bro, you. Oh my god, my ashtray is about to go diving off the desk. Ah! Okay, we're good. But yeah, have fun packing.
Yes.
I'm so excited for you.
I know, me too. Oh, you guys have to tell everybody, but if anybody wants merch from the show, let me know. I'm literally bringing a carry-on only because I know I'm coming back with stuff because I don't know, what did I have to come home with, like 5 fucking glass heart shirts last time?
I'm gonna keep that in mind. Let me know what they look like. I might also do the same thing for the 2 shows that I'm going to.
This fucking dog. Yeah, let me know. I think we're gonna. Excuse me. Hold on.
Okay.
Yeah, I think Melissa's coming and I'm meeting a friend that I made out there. I think we're gonna queue because Vix wants to get up front, but I might sneak back after Glass Heart and hang in the back for holding absence and caskets. So I'll drop a note in the chat so everyone knows. I'll send pictures of stuff if y'all want anything.
Oh yeah. I'll have to make
Yeah.
a note to remind myself to do that.
Or if you just want shit with dragons on it, because everything has fucking dragons on it, and they're so cool.
I love that. So fucking hardcore.
I love it. All right.
All
Well,
right.
I will talk to you more tonight separately, I'm sure,
right.
as I'm packing, and I'm gonna continue to torment Nut when she wakes up.
All right. Well,
Can't wait to tell her that I officially haven't done a single thing all day. Not one thing since this morning when I spoke to her last has been done. So
she's gonna love that.
I know, I can't wait. I'm so excited.
Well, thanks for joining us on another episode. Make sure you send us those fucking requests on what you want to hear us yap about and all that.
We
And
should get the jar going for maybe the
Yes.
next one. I'll send you the ones that people sent me.
I have the artwork all drawn up, so we need to get those requests sent in so we can start putting them in there.
Yeah.
But yeah, see y'all next time. Bye.
All right. Bye.